All right, Capricorn. Try and get this so that way you guys can see very well. Now we're gonna look at the past energy really fast. Just kind of, you know, how we start things. We're not gonna do the underlying energy because we got working with so many cards. So you guys have here in the past energy the Eight of Wands. So there was messages, there's some communication, and if no messages, then there's some things that were moving very fast. Things moving potentially that felt like they were out of your control. Okay, but with the Eight of Wands, it's like it's very clear. Things are happening. There's some stuff that's moving. There's progress being made. This is not a bad energy. It's a lot of passion, a lot of perhaps even love, like, you know, Cupid's arrows, because I know that sometimes it could be called the the arrows of love. Okay, some readers call it that, and I'm definitely probably going to be one of the ones that use that term, because I do get this sense here internally, guys, that there was a decision that you had to make, or there was some sort of decision making in regards to somebody else, right? Let's just talk about internal. So it's looking at, you know, feeling like you're not being able to move in a certain direction, not, you know, not, at least not straight anyway. You have to make a decision about which path you're going to take. It's not stressful. It's not, you know, anything like that. But I do feel like there is some sort of work that needs to be done when making this decision, right? It's like picking a path and then just running with it. Because there's things moving very fast. And I feel like internally there is something that needs to be decided here, and pretty much run with. Because, you know, there's not a lot to move forward from, right? You can't move forward. You have to make either, you know, the way that you were going, because that's pretty much what straight means, right? Keep on going with the pattern that you may be going here. And I feel like there isn't a way forward with the way you're doing doing something right now. So you have to probably pick a certain direction. But externally, you have the Devil card. So the Devil is coming up here. It can indicate, I don't know, I don't think it's a toxic relationship here. For some of you, it could be, but I don't get toxicity for this. For me, I feel like this is more of a karmic connection. Okay, and I know I say that for all of your readings, but there could mean for some of you guys, there could be that somebody may not be, you know, may not be very well. Like they may have some codependency issues. There be some addiction issues, not necessarily with like drugs and alcohol, but could be other things like, you know, working too much, or like I said, being codependent, which is which is an addiction in itself, right? But it's ultimately feeling trapped in a relationship when it feels like you're not really, you know, you don't have a lot of options. And I feel like there internally, you know that there is a path you can take. That's why they have the Two of Wands there. And I feel like ultimately you've overcome this in a sense. Like you've overcome this situation where you felt like there is entrapment. I don't feel like this is, there's any narcissistic energy, but I do get this feeling that there's somebody in this situation for you guys that may be kind of keeping you guys from being together, where it's like a situation where you felt trapped. So yeah, internally you had to figure out a way out, or you were figuring out some ways to get out of your situation because you just you don't enjoy this energy. Okay. This is your card, though. This is talking about potentially you being more empowered, especially in a situation where it looks disempowering. So I feel like you felt more empowered with this energy here with the Two of Wands. You felt like there was a path for you to go. That you're not going to stay in this situation no more. You're done with it. So I feel like with the Devil, you definitely felt more in your power. You showed your strength, because the Devil is like, yeah, I'm going to put you in this situation here, but you're like, well, I can actually get out of here if all I want to. And I feel like internally you did this. You went against all odds. When I see this Devil card, you went against the odds because you knew your strength, you knew your freedom, and you took your freedom and you went around with it. So I think that's why in the past things happened really fast, things happened very smoothly, because you were overcoming some karmic boundaries, some karmic blockages for yourself to be able to set yourself free. Now here, which is awesome, guys, congratulations, you have the Nine of Pentacles. I like this card. You guys feel very confident, very well you're very comfortable, I feel like. Okay, very independent. You're very set here. I like this energy. But this can also talk about, right, I don't necessarily feel like this is boredom per se. But I do potentially feel like this could be like there is a gilded cage coming up here with this card. And the reason why I really kind of say that is because you have the Eight of Cups. This is about emotionally walking away, being emotionally done with the situation. And I feel like you guys got into a place where you're feeling very stable, very solid. You're very comfortable with yourself and where you are. But then at the same time, I don't think this is really providing you with what you wanted. I think, yeah, you got to a place where you're very, you're stable and stuff. And that's great. That's nothing wrong with that. But there's this Eight of Cups here that talks about walking away. There's no animosity, there's no anger, there's no sadness, but there is like this, the satisfaction. Like you're not necessarily pleased with everything. It's like, okay, this served me for what its purpose was. I'm ready to go out and find what my heart's desire is. And I feel like with this, right, it's crazy, right? He's walking towards the moon itself. External energy. It's going off on a limb. I feel like you guys are confident that you guys can build, be very stable, be very, work very hard to get to a place of, stability. And I feel like, yeah, you're like, this is not where I'm meant to be. This is not where I'm just meant to be. I feel like, yes, I'm good. I'm happy. I know my power. I know my strengths. I know what I can manifest. I'm very good at manifesting what I need to manifest or what I want to manifest. I am surrounded by abundance, but this is not the abundance that I'm looking for, I feel like. Because the Eight of Cups is like, you know what? This is great when it was, this was great when it was here. This was great when it was happening. And I'm, totally cool with this. But it's not for me anymore. Let me go ahead and follow my intuition, listen to my heart, and let my soul and my heart guide me to where I want to be. And that is the scariest thing ever. And I feel like you guys are braving this out. That's what it looks like. Y'all braving it out. You guys are going out of your way to find what it is that makes you happy, even if it is in territory that you're not familiar with. Because the moon is unfamiliar. It's very, it's not very clear. It's very dark. You're having to really utilize your intuition. But this confidence that you have in yourself is really making this moon seem like cutting cake and passing it to somebody that It's really this it's so simple. But it's a challenge though. It's still a challenge. It's still going outside of your comfort zone. It's still earth energy, right? You guys are very good at really putting in the hard work and putting a dedicated effort into something. But stepping outside of your comfort zone is another ball game. And I feel like this is a totally new Capricorn that people are not aware of. And this is especially about their emotional happiness, right? Capricorn, I feel like you're going after what it is that you want. It may be scary. It may not be comfortable. You may not be familiar. You are not sure what the outcome will come out to be, but you know that you will find what it is that makes you happy, despite what the moon is being presented to you. And I'm so proud of you guys for that. Now, with this situation here in the future, this is well deserved, okay? Because you have the 10 of Pentacles with this. This is happily ever after, gaining that you literally go out of your way to find this, to get this 10 of Pentacles. This is beautiful. You have some really amazing cards. So 10 of Pentacles, right? Getting the happily ever after that you're looking for. Feeling very happy and surrounded by families. Feeling very stable. And you have the happiness that you're looking for. And it's because you found that happiness. You took yourself and you let's go and find what we really want to do. Find what really makes us happy. And you are content with that now. You know what makes you happy. And you have your wish come true. I feel like this is the wish card, right? This is what you gain here from going after your wish, for going out of your way to do something, and overcoming a situation where it felt empowered, so that way you could tackle more stuff that may hit you that's very unfamiliar, scary situations that seem like you are very empowered when in fact you are empowered. It's like facing the darkness. You have everything that you need. You have all of this. And I feel like, yes, I feel like internally you were not satisfied, right? Here in this current place of time, if you're not satisfied with something, you have everything that you need around you to show you your strength, your power. Even the past even reflects how strong you guys are, how fucking powerful you guys are. Excuse my French. But you guys are amazingly powerful. That's why you guys are one of the last people in the zodiac, because after Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, that is the elite four, man. Like, they're so strong, and you're a part of that elite four, and it's conquering some fears, it's conquering stuff. Lilith in your first house right now, man, this is not even, I can't even stress to you guys how amazing this is. So yeah, and internally, yeah, you get your wish, right? I feel like you go after it because you go after what it is. You overcome the obstacle of the unknown. I feel like right here, that's the big part, right? For those of you that are going through this, trust your intuition, trust yourself, right? You have everything that you need. You have your self-confidence. Utilize that confidence. It may get rocky at some points and may be uncertain at some points, but I really feel like you'll get to where you want to be. You'll find what you're looking for. You find what really makes you happy here. And then also in the future, you have the Six of Pentacles. So whatever work that you've been putting in lately, I really feel like you'll get a return for it. And I feel like for those of you that are looking for a relationship, especially with individuals that are single right now, and you're not satisfied with being single, what you want the commitment. You want someone to feel committed. You want to feel committed to somebody, potentially someone from this past year energy, with this twin flame connection potentially, right? Because there's a lot of Capricorns and Aquarians that's still going through twin flame energy. For some of you guys, there's a karmic connection that you feel, and you had to find a direction where you needed to be, got your confidence, got where got what you felt like you needed, and you went out and conquered this fear. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is balancing things out. This is a good card. Getting your rewards potentially, right? Manifesting. This is a good balance. So, I mean, for some of you guys, this may be that there is a balance that needs to happen here a little bit, because this is a give and take situation. Coming from a place of generosity, not expecting anything, because when the Nine of Cups comes up, this is also releasing any sort of expectations from anybody or from anything. You don't expect anything because you're happy already. You just give from the generous and the openness of your heart. So, wow. You have a really amazing reading here, Cap. All right, and the card that you guys get for this week is wow, love yourself first. Wow, amazing. Amazing. Your self-love, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That's amazing, guys. And it's true. You've got this willpower that's impeccable, man. That's amazing. If you utilize that in the areas of which you feel like are not fulfilling, and go out of your comfort zone and go ahead and conquer what it is that you want, man, I'm excited for you guys. I can't express how excited I am. It's difficult to go through a situation of energy like that, especially when you know there's Lilith in your first house. You know there's Saturn in your first house. You know there's Pluto in your first house. You have these three major, two very big, generationally determined planets in your house right now. That's one that's very restrictive. It's Saturn is your home planet, yeah, but it's a lot of pressure because he's all about structure. He's all about discipline. He's all about tradition and everything like that. And then you have Pluto, and that is change, right? This is a drastic change. It's ruled by Scorpio. That's Scorpio energy, and then you have Lilith, and that's fears, that's sexuality, it's things like that. It's going outside of your comfort zone. So you have all these things that are in your first house right now, and you're boss moding this. Good for you, Capricorn. I'm really happy to see this. Usually your readings are really work oriented and very not work oriented in regards to literally business work, etc., but work in regards to feeling confident in your ability to manifest. And I feel like right now you have reached that point where you can feel good about where you are, and it takes guts, it takes effort, it takes a lot of work to get there. So congratulations.